up, everyone? It's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. How are you all doing? How's your weekend been? Apologies that I'm late to this evening's proceedings. Yeah, I had a little bit of an attack and I had to take some meds. I don't think it was my pancreas because the pain was much lower down my abdomen, but thanks to Mr. Fox for looking after me and coming to my rescue with the ice packs and the medication and the waters and all that lot. I love him. So hearts in the chat for Mr. Fox because he's pretty much made this stream possible for me to recover pretty quickly or try and get over the majority of the pain pretty quickly to be able to go onto this stream for you guys. So yeah, hearts in the chat for Mr. Fox right now. But oh my goodness, for those that are watching on the replay, fast forward like 5-10 minutes and I will have started the main topic of the day, which is, yes, I have an exclusive for you. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archewell Foundation is delinquent again. Oh my goodness. What does this mean? What the deuce is going on? Like I said, in this stream, I will kick off proceedings in the next 5-10 minutes. So again, those watching on the replay, fast forward. You should know the drill by now. But my goodness, there's so many of you in the chat at the moment that I like to say hi to. First and foremost, though, Vicky A. Oh my goodness, Vicky A coming around, gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Vicky A, who is going to respond and kick off today's gifting wars. Guys, we may soon find out, but we're just 5 away from double figures, from 10 new leaders being gifted. So who's going to jump in and kick off today's gifting wars and respond to Vicky A? Guys, we may soon find out. Also, as well, my goodness, a little bit of an update for you guys in terms of, just where this channel is at the moment. A little bit of a town hall, I suppose, in that regard, just to give you an update. You may have noticed in today's live stream, there was different music. Why? Well, I have an animation guy that I'll still use, don't get me wrong, but with the animations and everything, he sold me some music that was from Shutterstock. And it was advertised that it was fully licensed, that I bought the license for it, and so I wouldn't get copyright hit or anything like that. And for the last 2 years, it's been the case. Everything's been Gucci. This past week, Shutterstock have been copywriting claiming all my videos where all the music I got from this freelancer, they're now claiming on. I know, right? It's been a bit of a minefield, to say the least, behind the scenes, trying to figure out what the deuce is going on, because as far as I'm concerned, they shouldn't be claiming for any of this content on my channel because I bought the license for it, the rights for it, through my freelancer and the animations that he provides. Well, we've got to the bottom of it, and essentially, let's put it this way, I got a little bit screwed over, okay, guys? So I have been the past weekend figuring out new music for this particular channel where I'm not going to get hit in any way, shape or form. And I found it, guys. It also means that the music is going to be changing as well for Royal Clubhouse, because the same was happening there as well, guys. That's why for this week's Royal Clubhouse on Friday, when I had Resting Dollface on, whenever you're watching the replay to that, yeah, there'll be parts where it's a little bit on the silent side. It's because I've had to try and edit it all out, all the music that they were trying to claim on. It's been an absolute nightmare, to say the least. But yeah, just a little bit of an update on that. The music is changing for the normal, Stef the Alternate videos and streams, but also as well for Royal Clubhouse. So bear with me on all that whilst there's a little bit of a transition on the audio side of things. However, you may have also noticed visually, I'm stepping up my game, guys. Live from Yorkshire. It's 10:18 p.m. Yeah, guys, now you will know I am live from Yorkshire, what time it is in Yorkshire. Oh, yeah. Also, as well, guys, want to ruin a Sugar's Day, you can send some sugar bucks my way. You can send a super chat sticker. Also, as well, you can jump into today's gifting wars, take up that sword and shield. Who is going to respond to Vicky A and kick off today's gifting wars? We may soon find out. But again, if you want to ruin a Sugar's Day, you can always send some sugar bucks my way, guys. Also, as well, you can find me on all the socials. So first and foremost, you can find me on Twitter at Stef Alternerd, Instagram at Stef Alternerd, and also as well, you can find me on Spotify for the Royal Clubhouse podcast audio only version each and every week, guys. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying before we kick off today's proceedings. Lizzie B says, ooh, I love the hat, Stef. You look cute. Well, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you to say. Aussie woman says, I'm off to work. I'll be in the background. Well, thank you so much for that, for still listening. Oh, Lizzie B's thanking Mr. Fox. Yes. Hearts in the chat for Mr. Fox. I love it. We also have, this is what we have here. Project Metal Music. Oh, I appreciate your face, mate. Thank you so much. Lisa, Mic Drop Lisa says, Stef the Alternate, never apologise if you need to miss a live. Your health comes first. Well, thank you so much for that. It's very, very kind of you. However, nah, I'm not missing this live. I have an exclusive for all you alternates out there. Megsy and Hazard's Archewell Foundation is officially delinquent yet again. Oh, yeah. What does this mean? What have they done? Or really, what have they not done? I'm going to get into all of it. Lynn Mitzi, here's my Pikachu shocked face. Very, very cute. Very, very cute indeed. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, Harry Law says, thank you very much, Mr. Fox. Oh, Sarai says, I guess Prince Harry and Meghan and Boozy don't know of a paying day. Well, I have an update on our Loozy Boozy. Check out one of the Daily Nerds next week. Let's see if whoever it was dares to put in another privacy complaint. Morons. They are the whoever it was, absolute moron. Mic Drop Lisa coming in, gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Mic Drop Lisa. And guys, this only means one thing. Officially, for this stream, this gifting war has officially begun. So thank you so much to our Mic Drop Lisa for kicking off today's gifting wars. Appreciate your face, lass. Thank you so much. My goodness. Alexander says, to think of all the channels I used to watch, I've forgotten most of them. Yeah, I mean, I had to tidy up this whole audio snafu issue that I've had the past week. I've had to watch some channels that it's been a while. For me watching, like Michael Fayer Jr., one of the like OG YouTube tutorial guys, right, on the platform. And so I went to him because I'm like, if anyone knows where I can get music that I'm not going to get stung on to use on this channel, Michael Fayer Jr. is going to be that guy. And he was. So I know he never would ever have the inclination to watch my videos at all or even know the existence of my channel. But I do want to publicly thank Michael Fayer Jr. For pointing me in the right direction when it comes to the music that I'm now going to be using for the foreseeable future on this channel. So there we go. Shout out to him. Let's see what else you guys are saying. LNC Rogie says, glad you're feeling better now. Absolutely. It was just like all of a sudden, just right before the stream, it was just a shot of pain, like in my lower abdomen. It wasn't pretty. I started screaming. And Mr. Fox just knows exactly what to do. It's like, right, meds and something cold to put on your tummy, which right now, I mean, just complete like transparency. I have Whitby Seafoods lemon and pepper king prawns currently on my tummy because anything cold on my tummy, it helps. So there we go. But they have really, really nice prawns, if I do say so myself. There we go. We've got Ms. M in the house. Thank you so, so much for my favourite. Yay, the Ginger Doggy Finance moment. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And the $2 sugar bucks. Ruining the sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Appreciate it. And we also have Sean Roche in the chat being like, I know how to do a gifting war. Let's go! Gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Sean Roach. We will be doing the leader-only stream for November towards the end of this month. It's the only time you guys actually get to call in and chat to me and discuss all things of the misadventures of Harry and Meghan for the month of November. So if you don't want to miss out on that, why not join today? Hit that join button, become a leader for as little as $4.99 a month, and you don't miss out on the leader-only streams, which, oh my goodness, we call Lisa Mic Drop Lisa for a reason. All the leaders know. All the non-leaders, you don't know that much, really. Let's put it that way. So I'm just going to put that out there, guys. Project Metal Music, Head Mod, Stef, sorry I wasn't in the chat on Friday. I was at a gig for a band I've been following for 8 years, and they did an album launch. Don't apologise, dude. My goodness. How was it? Let me know. Let me know how the gig was. Sergeant George Harrison in the chat. I salute you, Sarge. Thank you so much. Saying IRS, I really suck. IRS means I really suck. Well, thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks. Ruining the sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And, yeah. IRS, code for I really suck. Well, let's put it this way. If they don't do a thing, right, in response to Meghan and Hazza not doing what they're supposed to do with Archewell Foundation, then yes, I would say that IRS is code for I really suck. Let's see. Sonia Patterson. Hey up, Sonia. Looking forward to today's video on this topic. Anyone surprised? I know I'm not. Davy Crochet. Hey up. Hey up, Davey. Thank you so much for joining and becoming our newest leader. Everyone say, hey up to Davey and answer the chat for Davey because they went one step further and actually hit that join button. Davey, I hope to see you in the leader-only stream for this month. Hopefully you're able to call in as well. Love to meet you and hear your thoughts on the gruesome twosome. That would be cool. And oh my goodness, Stephen Magnus is in the chat. Hey up, Stephen. I've seen your emails. I've been a bit busy this weekend. I will get back to you. Thank you very nicely. Appreciate you, mate. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Wendy Marino, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. And again, my favourite. Yay! The Ginger Doggy Farting Arts moment. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, whilst I am going through the main topic of the day, anyone that sends any sugar bucks, super chat stickers, jumps into today's gifting wars, or joins as a leader themselves, I will get to you guys as and when I can whilst I'm going through today's main topic, which is, yes, major exclusive, Meghan Hazard's Archewell Foundation is delinquent again. Oh, yes. Now, for those that don't know, what's the meaning of delinquent? Well, this is the meaning of delinquent. Failing in or neglectful of a duty or obligation, of an account, tax or debt, etc., past due or overdue. So, what is actually overdue when it comes to Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation? Well, I went on to the State of California Department of Justice website, the Office of the Attorney General, where they're supposed to send in their 990 form. Now, you will remember earlier on this year, 15th of May, was when it was their first deadline to actually complete and submit their 990 form for 2023. Now, they asked for an extension. It's a 6-month extension. So, by my reckoning, 6 months from the 15th of May is the 15th of November. Now, we are now at the 17th of November, and I thought, is it there? Is it there? No, it's not. Current awaiting reporting, guys. They're still waiting for the 2023 990 form. This is what they are delinquent on. Now, here is the full details of it all. And so here, the registry status at the moment is current, awaiting reporting. If they don't submit their 990 form like now, this could change to delinquent. It could. It could, guys. And you can see here in terms of the renewal filing, you've got the 2021 form, you've got the 2022 form, but where is the 2023 form? And Janie D, hell yeah, I do my research. Also as well, stay tuned because I actually have a statement from my friend, DC lawyer John Witherspoon, and you'll be very, very surprised actually what he has to say about it all. So I'll read that towards the end of this segment, so stay tuned for that. But whilst we're going through all of this, guys, as you can see in the screen below, guys, I have a question for you. Are you shocked, okay, that Harry and Meghan, when it comes to their Archewell Foundation, are you shocked that they are delinquent yet again? If your answer is no, you're not shocked that they're delinquent again, then please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually think the same way or not, because I'm not shocked that they're delinquent again. Hey, you? If you're not shocked that they're delinquent again, then again, hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. I can see here so far 214 of you have hit that like button to indicate to me that you are not shocked that Hazard and Megzy are delinquent yet again when it comes to Archewell Foundation. Now, I've done a little bit more research, and oh my goodness, I've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole here. Before we continue, Stephen Magnus, I salute you, mate. Thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. Saying the 2022 Form 990 was submitted on the 6th of December 2023. So, yeah, they were a couple of weeks late for their 2022 form because their 6-month deadline was, again, the 15th of November 2023. Their 6-month deadline for this year is, again, the same, 15th of November 2024 for their 6-month deadline extension. We're on the 17th of November, and again, there is no 990 form for 2023 by their deadline that was already extended to the 15th of November. So, yeah, whenever they submit it now, it is going to be late. And they are absolutely delinquent. So, again, guys, are you shocked that Megzy and Hazard's charity is delinquent yet again? Are you shocked that Archewell Foundation is delinquent yet again? If your answer is no, then please hit the like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. But yeah, Sean Roach, I see you. Stef, did you ever see if Boozy is up to date on his current tax payments? Wait for a Daily Nerd next week. I think you know the answer to that. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. I'm just going to leave it there. But anywho, let's crack on here because you go onto their website and you think, well, hang on a minute. Maybe their 2023 990 form is on their website and, you know, the IRS, the state of California, are just, you know, a little bit late to upload it onto their website, right? Well, this is the About page, and you scroll down. It ain't there, guys. It ain't there. So you've got the 2022 Form 990. You've also got the 2021 Form 990. Now, this is the thing, right? Michael Klein, this is why I'm showing you guys this right now, because he has a good point. Michael Klein has a good point. It may take California a few days to update the filing status on their website. True. However, as soon as their 990 form was complete, Megzy and Azza had all the power in the world to at least get it updated on their Archewell website so that we could still see it there. Guess what? We can't. Why? opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, it ain't ready yet. It's not ready yet. Do you see where I'm coming from, guys? Now, Ali R turns around and says, surely they must employ an accountant. Well, we're going to get onto that in a moment. Because first and foremost, I went onto the IRS website and I'm like, look, what happens if the 990 form is filed late, okay? And this information was updated only earlier on this year on January the 25th. So the IRS says here, if an organisation whose gross receipts are less than $1,208,500 for its tax year files its Form 990 after the due date, including any extensions, and the organisation doesn't provide reasonable cause for filing late, the IRS will impose a penalty of $20 per day for each day the return is late. The maximum penalty is $12,000 or 5% of the organisation's gross receipts, whichever is less. The penalty increases to $120 per day, up to a maximum of $60,000 for an organisation whose gross receipts exceed $1,208,500. An organisation that fails to file the required information return, so this could be the Form 990, the Form 990EZ, or the Form 990PF, or an e-postcard, which is the Form 990N, for 3 consecutive tax years, will automatically lose its tax-exempt status. Will Archewell Foundation go to that extreme? No. I fully expect, as I think a lot of you guys are, fully expect this 2023 990 form to still come in, but it's just going to be late now as far as I'm concerned, right? However, what's really interesting is knowing that at this moment in time, Archewell Foundation is potentially now getting imposed a penalty per day. Yeah. Do you think any of the organisations that have donated to Archewell Foundation would be happy that potentially some of their money that they donated to Archewell could be funding penalty fees from the IRS? I'm just asking for a friend, guys. I really, really am. But let's go back to Alia's comment here. Surely they must employ an accountant. Now, I left this comment up on the screen for a reason, because I actually looked into this. And I saw here the mailing address is for Richard M. Genow in Wilshire Boulevard, 5th floor, Beverly Hills, California, 90212. And I thought, okay, who is Richard M. Genow? And this gets a little bit more interesting and a bit confusing, okay? Let me explain. Now, Richard M. Genow, he's an attorney. He is registered on the State Bar for California. His license is completely active. He was admitted to the State Bar of California on the 12/11/1989. Okay. And so I went into his profile a little bit more, and I found this from the Super Lawyers website, a very, very legit website, guys. Okay. Richard Genow began practicing law in 1989. He's an attorney at SGSBC LLP, helping people with entertainment and sports issues. They have an office in Beverly Hills, California, serving the local community. Richard Genow, and hopefully I've pronounced that right. If not, I apologize, was selected to Super Lawyers for 2020 to 2025. Super Lawyers is an exclusive list of top-rated attorneys in specific practice areas who were chosen after thorough evaluation of numerous criteria. And so I'm there and I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. So he helps people with entertainment and sports issues. Okay. But how about charity? There is nothing in his profile that I could see whereby he specializes in charity law. Entertainment and sports issues, fine. But charity law? I don't see that anywhere. Now, it could be, okay, and let's be real here, guys. It could be that Richard Jenow is just, let's say, the umbrella name. And it may be a lawyer that works with him at his firm that actually deals with, okay, the charity situation for Archewell Foundation. That's something that you could be like, yeah, it could be that. No, guys. I went even deeper down the rabbit hole here, okay? To me, it definitely seems like Richard Jenow, even though it says here that he's all about the entertainment and sports issues, nothing to do with charity whatsoever based on his profile here. I don't know. It looks like he is dealing with the Archewell Foundation on behalf of Harry and Meghan as well. Why? Because, yeah, here we go. Some more receipts, guys. So this was an article from the Daily Mail when I can get my teeth back in here. And at the time, it was reporting on 2 more businesses being registered in Delaware. And so it said back in 2022, when this was reported, state filings revealed that Meg's longtime lawyer and business manager has incorporated 11 companies and a trust for the couple since 2020. 2 further companies were also registered on the same day, including Cloverdale Inc. It's currently unknown what the meaning is behind the second company, River Soul. Both companies are set up explicitly in the entertainment space, meaning the couple now have 7 separate firms in the industry. The companies are all headquartered in the Beverly Hills office of attorney Richard Jenow, who has worked with the Duchess for years. So you could make the argument, guys, that maybe it's not actually Richard Jenow that is personally handling Archewell Foundation because it's a charity. Maybe it's a lawyer that works with him at his firm that's handling it, right? But his name just gets put on for whatever. But that doesn't really seem to be the case when you see this article here, where it turns around and says that Richard Jenow was literally like the longtime lawyer and business manager of Megxy. He set up all the other firms for Megxy and has her, and has worked with her for years. Interesting, right? He's also been named this year as one of the top 100 attorneys in Hollywood, being named as a power lawyer for 2024. Now, he's known here as Rick Jenow, and it says here, from Wes Ball's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, $300 million at the global box office, to Michael Showalter's The Idea of You, 50 million Prime viewers in its first 2 weeks, Jenow helps clients navigate the theatrical and streaming landscape. Talent like Jacob Elordi co-repped with partner Carlos Goodman, and producers like Eric Kripke, The Boys, also keep him busy. Oh, and he reps the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and their Archewell banner. That while he won't comment on the business, recently signed a new podcast deal with Lemonada Media. So, again, for those that may be turning around and being like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's an attorney that works for Richard M. Jenow that really deals with the Archewell Foundation side of things, seeing as, you know, he only is an entertainment and sports lawyer. No. This and this proves to me, in my opinion, conspiracy theory or whatever, that even though Richard Jenow is labelled as an entertainment and sports lawyer, some reason he's dealing with the Archewell Foundation as well, which you're talking charity law, which is a different kettle of fish. I know, because I was part of a charity for years, okay, being their treasurer and their funding secretary. I know, at least for the UK, how charity law works. I used to have to fill out the UK equivalent of a Form 990 every single year, and I did it on time and in full. There's a lot to wrap your head around when it comes to charity law and all the rules and regulations that you have to maintain and keep up with. So, why, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is Megxy hiring a lawyer that is predominantly dealing with entertainment and sports issues? Why is she hiring him to deal with Archewell Foundation, which is a completely different kettle of fish. It's charity law. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And I question this because this is not the first time, guys, the Archewell Foundation has been delinquent. The Archewell Foundation has been late on something. We already saw earlier on in this stream, Stephen Magnus, I salute you, thank you so much. Their 2022 filing was late. It was supposed to come in on the 15th of November last year. And their 2022 filing came in the following month, around about the 6th of December. You would think a lawyer would be up on his game and be like, no, everything comes in on time, no matter what. We don't go delinquent. We don't miss anything for the world. Because you're talking the IRS here. You're talking the government. You're delinquent. You can get shut down and not have the power to be able to raise any money at all or function at all. This is insane. But this is the thing. Like I said, this ain't the first time, right, guys, that Hazza and Megsy's Archewell Foundation has been registered as delinquent. It was only earlier on this year, if you remember, the check snafu that was going on. And so California Registry of Charities labelled Archewell Foundation as delinquent because they hadn't submitted a check to them. Now, at the time, it was Archewell Foundation turning around and saying, oh, well, you know, we sent the check, but they didn't receive it, so we sent a new one to resolve the issue, right? Well, fast forward a couple of days, all of a sudden they're no longer listed as delinquent, and Archewell is turning around and saying, oh, we did send the payment to them, and the tracking shows that they received payment, but they failed to process the check in time. Well, sorry, which one is it? Because that's a direct contradiction between we sent the check, it got lost in the post, so we sent a new one, to their revised excuse, which was, we did send the check, it never got lost in the post because we sent it by recorded delivery. We saw that they received it, they just didn't cash it in time. Which one is it, right? And so their previous excuse for the last time Archewell Foundation was registered as delinquent, as far as I'm concerned, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is completely BS and very, very contradictory. And so that leads me on to think, well, hang on a minute. What is going to be their excuse as to why, as far as I can tell, their 990 form for 2023 is now delinquent and late? I really, really want to know that excuse. What could they say? What could they say to try and explain all that? What do you think in the comments, guys? With that being said, before I continue any further, please use the like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge your guys' opinion, see if you actually feel the same way or not. Are you shocked that Megsy and Hazza's charity Archewell Foundation is delinquent yet again? If your answer is no, you are not shocked at all, then again, please hit the like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree and feel the same way as me or not. Catherine Linkers, though, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying they don't have time in their 1 hour of work a week. True. Harry is buying awards and Megsy is making milkshake for the kids. True, they've got busy lifestyles, don't they? And as I'm just checking here, I can see that 384 of you are feeling the same way as me right now. Are you shocked that Megsy and Hazza's charity is delinquent yet again? Well, yeah, 384 of you have hit that like button so far to indicate to me that no, you are not shocked that they are late and delinquent yet again. You guys are feeling the same way as me. If you feel the same way as me on that, again, hit the like button. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. But yeah, let's crack on with this and just, you know, essentially recap on all of this because, ultimately, right, at the moment, as it stands, they are still waiting for the 2023 990 form. And just to give you a little bit of a background here, guys, there was news that was going around about a month ago where it was like, oh my goodness, there's missing $6 million at Archewell Foundation. It's missing, right? I didn't report on that. Why? Because, shout out to Stephen Magnus, I'm waiting for this 2023 990 form to come about. And I'm going to wait and see if the, quote, missing millions is actually noted on the 990 form for 2023 that's now outstanding. If it's not, game on. If it is, well, still game on. I'll do a video and let you guys know either way. But that's why I've not reported on the missing millions, and that's why I've not really mentioned that as much. I'm very much aware of what's being reported in terms of that particular story. However, I'm going to hold my horses here, hold me fire, until this 2023 990 form is released, which at the moment is now, by my reckoning, completely delinquent. It was supposed to come in 15th of November. That was the deadline as far as I'm aware of. That's not happened because we're now on the 17th of November. And it's currently awaiting reporting. As in, they're waiting for the form. They ain't got it at all. Where the hell is it? Where the deuce is it? And why, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, are they letting a lawyer who literally, by their own biography, helps people with entertainment and sports issues, allowing a lawyer to deal with charity issues? I'm just asking for a friend there. I'm just asking for a friend. Either way, though, speaking of asking for a friend, I had my buddy DC lawyer John Witherspoon look into this a little bit, and I do actually have a statement from him that I am allowed to quote word for word, and it's this. So you're going to be surprised what he says. He says the Form 990 gets filed with the Department of the Treasury Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, and the Archewell 2023 filing has not yet appeared in the IRS database. Assuming it was due on November the 15th after an extension, it may not have been processed and uploaded yet. So I wouldn't declare it overdue yet, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye on the situation. So this is what John Witherspoon says, right? But my response to that is, okay, I get that, right? It could take, a couple of days for it to upload, and that's why it's not showing on the website for the state of California Department of Justice just yet. However, if it's already ready, and it's already at the IRS, just ready to be uploaded, why can't we see it on the Archewell Foundation website at the very least? That's something, again, that Hazza and Megzy have control over, and they can upload to this website whenever they want. By the 15th of November, they'd be like, right, okay, the 990 form's not uploaded up to the IRS website, but we can still upload it onto the Archewell Foundation website and prove that we're not delinquent and we did submit it on time, and here it is. They didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. At all, guys. So, going around full circle here. Exclusive, guys, for you. Megzy and Hazza's Archewell Foundation is, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, delinquent yet again. I've just shown you the receipts. We got a little bit of an opinion as well from John Witherspoon. But watch this space. I will be checking this every single day as soon as that 2023 990 form is submitted and we can have a look at it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tear it apart. I'm going to digest it. I'm going to report exactly what's in it. So with that being said, if you haven't done so already, please, please, please do subscribe to join our Alternate Tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Because just to give you a little bit of a side note here, guys, we are still going through a little bit of a YouTube purge. It means that YouTube is unsubscribing you from this channel without your permission and without your knowledge. So please do make sure you are still subscribed. And for those that are not, subscribe today so we can stick 2 fingers up at YouTube and say, "Not today, Satan." You can also find me on other social medias. You can listen to me exclusively on Spotify as an audio-only podcast for Royal Clubhouse. You can also follow me on Instagram at Stef Alternate, and you can also follow me on Twitter, same handle, at Stef Alternate. So yeah, guys, with that being said, here we are for the live portion of the stream. Again, same rules apply. Anyone that sends super chat sticker, leader only chat, or jumps into today's gifting wars or joins as a leader, your guys' chats are guaranteed to be read out. Anyone else, I'll just pick and choose what stands out to me, but your chats are not guaranteed to be read, so please do bear that in mind. But the voting is still up. Guys, are you shocked that Megxie and Hazard's charity is delinquent yet again? If you are not shocked that they're delinquent yet again, it might be a conspiracy theory, whatever, then please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, to see if you actually feel the same way as me. I can see here so far 458 of you feel the same way as me, that you're not shocked that they are late yet again. If you also are not shocked that they are late yet again, then please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. Am I alone in how I'm feeling? Let me know, guys. Let me know. In the meantime, let's see. Stephen Magnus says, Elaine, Meghan gets them all set up by her lawyer. Harry, I don't think can, as a UK national. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I don't know about that. I don't know. But, yeah, to me, the question is, why would you want to have a lawyer where in his biography it says that he deals with entertainment and sports issues? Why would you have said lawyer then deal with charity issues? Believe me, charity is a different kettle of fish. Now, he may be, yes, fully, completely, like, up with charity law, know it inside and out, and be an expert in it, right? But then why doesn't that say that in his biography? Also, as well, why has there been so many snafus in terms of the operational dealings with Archewell Foundation, where, yet again, another 990 form is now lit? Why is that? Why? It's insane, and it makes zero sense to me. You would at least have a separate lawyer that would deal with the charity as a separate entity. At the very least, right? At the very least. Susan King, thank you so much for the $20 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. It's very, very generous of you, Susan. Thank you. Says, send Harry a metal detector. They can work the beach for loose change. Lots to find. You make me happy. Oh, well, thank you so much for your kind words there and your generosity. Very, very kind. Guys, hearts in the chat for Susan King right now, because she has definitely ruined a shiz ton of sugar's days by sending a shiz ton of sugar books my way. So that's very, very kind of you, Susan King. Thank you so much. And yeah, maybe that might be a viable solution for Hazard and Megxie, because, you know, all those deals seem to be drying up. Word on the street, Netflix is not going to be renewing their contract. They are tired of them. They've had enough. That Lemonade deal as well. What the deuce is going on there? That went a little bit quiet, didn't it, guys? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. But yeah, if you want to do a Susan King, a ruin a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, you guys know what to do. Again, thank you so much for Susan for doing that. Really, really appreciate your face. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Mic drop Lisa. This is why we call her Mic drop Lisa. It's instances like this, saying they ran out of toilet paper. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Have you heard actually the what was it? The paperback version of Spare has only sold like a couple of thousand or something along those lines, right? And I've said Spare ain't even worth the paper I wipe my backside on. Don't know why, but my thought just went to that when Mike Drop Lisa made her comment. So now you've got it. Deal with it as you want to, guys. Susan Hawkins writes, oh, this is very kind. Love your channel, Stef from Canada. Oh, well, thank you so much, Susan. That's very kind of you to say. Oh, my goodness. You guys are making me smile. My goodness. Literally, from how this stream started, where I was in pain and had to take some medication and deal with that mess, to now. Oh, you guys are totally cheering me up. Oh, thank you. Oh, Maya Rain says penalties are accruing. Oh yes, penalties are accruing, guys. I did some research on this, and it literally says, guys, that for each day the 990 form is delinquent past the deadline date, the maximum penalty is either $12,000. If the gross receipts are less than $1,208,500, or the maximum penalty is $60,000 if the gross receipts exceed that amount of the $1,208,500. Oh yeah. My calculations are right and they're delinquent. Oh yeah. The penalties are clocking up as we speak right now. And as I said during this particular segment, as I was presenting you with the news of all of this and my receipts, everyone that's donated to Archewell Foundation, is there a possibility that some of that donation could be used to pay off these penalty fees? And if so, for those that have donated, if they found out, would they be happy that their money is going towards potentially late penalty fees for the IRS, rather than they thought that money would go towards in that particular scenario? Oh, dudes. Yvonne Burns saying, could explain her schmoozing this hippie air business for moolah to put back in Archewell's coffers. Potentially. Carrie Zakowski, oh, that's nice of you to say. Steph, I love your hat. It looks super cute. Thank you. Well, this is the thing. We're coming into the winter period now, and it's a bit on the cold side here in Yorkshire. So this is when my woolly hat starts coming back out again for you guys, and it's the fox hat from Mr. Fox. And if he's watching, hey, baby, I love you so much, honey. But yeah, thank you so much, Carrie. It was a wonderful gift from Mr. Fox. I recall my first ever gift from Mr. Fox. So, yeah, there we go. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, well, whilst we're at it and we're talking about stuff to wear, yes, Head Mod, Project Metal Music, letting you guys know that I actually do have a merch website, stefthealternerd.com, for all your Alternerd merch requirements. We have the Alternerd t-shirts in black and white, ladies and male version. We also have the Tea Party mugs in the crown version as well. Steph's Tea Party is coming back. I am just building it up at the moment and getting it all sorted. And once it's ready, we'll be launching. We have the Demented Zebra collection, for those that know. And we have the One in the Middle collection, which again, for those that know. And in response to the One in the Middle collection, all I've got to say is, thanks, Boozy. Absolute moron. You monetize the morons. That's what we do, okay? That's what we do. Sergeant George Harrison says, lies, criminals. Don't look good, does it? Hello_Kitty says, link to buy Steph's hat. You can't buy it online. It's a local freelancer in the area that knits these hats, so there we go. I'm sure you'll be able to find the equivalent online somewhere. This is a fox woolly hat, anywho. So there we go. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I'm just going to scroll down. And oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness. Head mod really coming in for the win here. Did you know, guys, that I'm also on Spotify? Oh, yes. Royal Clubhouse in particular is an audio only exclusive on Spotify as a podcast. So if you do have a Spotify account, guys, please head on over. Give me some love over there. Give me a follow and give those podcasts some love as well. And on Spotify, as a nice little thank you to you all that do subscribe to me over there, there is a Spotify exclusive segment, which is called The Last Word. It's the only place that you're able to listen to it on the replay on Spotify. You won't be able to listen to it on the replay on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. It is only on Spotify. So if you don't want to miss out on the segment, which is The Last Word, then yes, if you have a Spotify account, please head on over, give me a friendly follow, give those podcasts all the love, and yeah, enjoy the Spotify exclusive over there, The Last Word. So, yeah, guys, and thanks as well to Head Mod Project Metal Music for letting you guys know all of that. But, yeah, let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. Angela Dawn says, has Nigeria and Colombia received anything promised from Archewell yet? Or was it an Amber Heard pledge? Could be an Amber Heard pledge, Rooney, guys. It could be. Could be. You never know. Sarge says, Steph, did you like the puppy pics? Yes, I did. I did. I've been looking at them over the weekend and they were so cute. Please send more. Please send more. Oh my goodness, just seeing Georgie and Olivia are just so cute. They're so cute. So more please. More please. I need more in my life. Thank you. Sarge, I salute you. You're amazing. Thank you, hon. And when I do make it over to Australia, and it will be in this lifetime, we are so meeting up and we are so partying. With Georgie and Olivia. Like, Georgie and Olivia have to come for the party. Like, seriously. It just has to happen, okay? Okay? But thank you so much, hon. I appreciate that. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Methane and Has-Been are just morons. You ain't going to get any arguments from me. That's for sure. That's for sure. Aliyah says, Harry and Meghan will have to set up a lemonade stand outside Montecito Royale to pay off all the late fees. Well, if this is the case... Possibly. But you know what? I wouldn't even trust their lemonade. Because what has Megxie invested in? Clever Blends. And what's the word on the street? That Clever Blends has some form of lead in it. Pinicus, boozy theory, whatever. That's on the grapevine. Do your own research. Come to your own conclusions. So, yeah, if I'm not going to drink from a company that Megxie invests in, where there's rumours, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that there's lead in, yeah? You think I'm going to be drinking lemonade that Megxie has personally made or got one of her poor workers to make? I don't think so. I suspect there'd be a bit of arsenic in it, especially for the likes of me. Especially for the likes of me, guys. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yes, keep the farting ginger doggies coming. It's my favourite super chat sticker. It always, always, always makes me smile because it's a ginger doggy that's farting arts. I mean... what is there not to love about that? I'm telling you. And just to give you a little bit of an update on where things stand at the moment, in terms of today's gifting wars, we are on a whopping 12 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 3 more away from whopping 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to pick up the sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war. Guys, we may soon find out. We may soon find out. I can also see here that 525 of you have hit that like button, agreeing and feeling the same way as me, that you are not surprised that yet again, a bit of boozy there, whatever, Hazard and Megxie are delinquent, are late when it comes to filing their form for Archewell Foundation. So if you are also not shocked that they are yet again late, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, then please hit that like button. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. And like I said, 525 of you so far are feeling the same way as me. You're not surprised. I mean, when I was checking it was yesterday. Yesterday I checked and I was like, it's not going to be on. It's not going to be on. I'm not going to see that 990 form on there. It's just not going to happen. And lo and behold, it didn't happen. I'm like, of course. Of course it's not there, of course. I wasn't surprised. Are you not surprised? Hit that like button. Let me know if you feel the same way as me. I'll check back a little later on and see if there's any more of you that feel the same way as me. But yeah, let's crack on and see. Alexander says, I'm biased. So I've got something in my eye. There we go. I'm biased, but I think Gavin Newsom has been a decent governor. Up to you. Up to you. Up to you what you think on that. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Joy Lewis says they don't know what they are doing. Megxian have a knack, as far as I'm concerned, for always getting things pretty much wrong. It's like they don't know how to do things right. It's insane. It's like, what the deuce, right? Brittany Grace says, love you, Stef. Oh, I appreciate you too, Brittany. Thank you so much for your kindness. It's very, 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 very kind and generous to say. Seba says, did he file for an extension? Now, my understanding is this. You could only file for the one extension and then that's it. So they had until the 15th of May initially to submit the 990 form. They didn't. And so they submitted and asked for an extension, which was granted up until the 15th of November. To my knowledge, they can't have any further extensions at this point. And that is just to my knowledge. Now, this is the thing that really kind of confuses me even further. So I said earlier on, right, that for years I was part of a charity as firstly their funding secretary, but then I got promoted to be their treasurer. And with our charity that I was a part of, I had to every single year submit the equivalent, let's say, the UK version of a 990 form to the Charity Commission each and every year. By a certain day, each and every year, guys. Without fail. And I did that. Now, this is a charity, okay, that is within the bracket of income of £100,000 and below, right? So we're not talking a multi-million-dollar charity here that I was a part of, okay? We're really not. It's small fry, really, at the end of the day. However, a small fry charity was still able to submit their forms, their yearly forms, each and every year on time, in full, no matter what. I know, because I was the one that was doing it, okay? So my question here is, if I can do that with a small fry charity to ensure that their annual forms were submitted to the Charity Commission each and every year here in the UK on time, in full, without fail, how is a multi-million-dollar charity failing to do that? Each and every year, from what I can see. You would think a multi-million-dollar charity would be doing that, and then some, right? Because they've got more money to ensure then that they've got even more processes in place to make sure that everything is submitted on time, in full, and paid on time and in full. But Archewell Foundation doesn't seem to do that. Yeah, the small fry charity that I was a part of, we did that every single year. Without fail, on time and in full, done and dusted. I know, I was the treasurer. I did it. Well, I was the treasurer. I'm not anymore. I'm not part of that charity anymore. Do you see where I'm coming from here? It's an absolute piss take. How a multi-million-dollar charity is not submitting their forms on time and in full. It's a piss take. And they seem to get away with it time and time and time again. I only hope, actually, if we're really going to go down to it, and yeah, I'm going to be a bit salty here, I only hope that if they are late, by my calculations, that they are getting penalties now each and every day, whilst this 990 form is outstanding from what we can see. Because hopefully that'll teach them a lesson. There's consequences. you don't submit your forms on time, you are going to get charged a penalty to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. You think Megsy would be happy with that? I don't think so. Maybe getting penalties might buck her and Hazard's ideas up to actually run this Archewell Foundation properly and submit their forms and their payments on time and in full without any issues whatsoever. Bit of a rant there, but there we go. So yeah, that's that, Seba. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Elaine says, Steph, remember the first time you wore the hat, you were glowing? I know. Because it was like something that Mr. Fox gave me. And I still feel that right now, like when I wear this hat, I feel like there's like a physical part of Mr. Fox that's with me right now. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool and very, very special. And so, yes, I will always wear this at winter time now. And it's just so cute. I love it. I love it. There we go. Mike Drop Lisa says, it's a bit chilly in Scotland right now. It's a bit chilly in Yorkshire right now as well, love. Oh, my goodness. Frost is coming in. It's only a matter of time before it's snowing. Actually, funny you say that. A couple of hours ago, Mr. Fox was like, I think it's time to do our winter clothes shopping. And I'm like, yeah, we'll sort that out in the next couple of weeks, because even I'm like, bloody hell, it's getting a bit chilly now. Putting the thermostat on a little bit more regular now, really, at this point. There we go. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Stephen Magnus says, Target website states a Californian Proposition 65 warning for toxic lead content. Yeah, I'm just very, very conscious that just saying outright that there's lead in it could lead to problems legally, if that makes sense. So I'm just being a little bit extra careful, let's say, in terms of what I say about that, if that makes sense. I mean, there was that group that sued Clever Blends for this exact issue. And what happened was they settled out of court, and the settlement is under seal. It's confidential, so we don't know what was settled. We don't know what Clever Blends did to settle it, whether there was an apology or not. We don't know. So, yeah, I mean, this whole thing's murky to begin with Clever Blends and this toxic lead content situation, whatever, right? So, yeah, because it's a little bit murky, I'm just a little bit more careful in terms of what I say about it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You need to be when you're a YouTuber. There you go. There you go. Patricia Emard is like, lemonade for Megsy. Birth. I know, right? Birth. And yeah, just to do a little bit of a update. My goodness. The question for today's stream is, are you shocked that Megsy and Hazard's Archewell Foundation is delinquent yet again? If you are not shocked, then please hit that like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, to see if you actually feel the same way as me or not. I can see here that 593 of you are feeling the same way as me, that you are not shocked that Megsy and Hazard's Archewell Foundation is delinquent yet again. So yeah, if you agree and feel the same way as all of us, then hit that like button. Again, it's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, to see if you actually feel the same way as us or not. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, there we go. We already saw that from Patricia. Let's see what else is going on in the live chat. Yeah. So Project Metal Music. Yeah, YouTube are being cowbags at the moment. Make sure you're being subbed. For those that don't know what this means, so essentially YouTube, we're going through a bit of a YouTube purge at the moment on this channel, in this community. And what that means is that YouTube will like to unsubscribe you from this channel without your permission and without your knowledge. So firstly, please make sure you're still subscribed. And for those that are not, please subscribe right now so we can stick 2 fingers up at YouTube and say, not today, Satan. It's just as simple as that. So yeah, for anyone that's thinking, hang on a minute, why YouTube being cowbags? Why do I need to make sure I'm subbed? That's the reason as to why. So for those that are subbed, thank you so much for subscribing and joining our Alternate Tribe. Also as well, you can listen exclusively to me on Spotify for the Royal Clubhouse podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at Stef Alternate, and you can also follow me on Twitter at Stef Alternate. I'm really active on Twitter at the moment. I really had a wonderful time watching the Jake Paul v Mike Tyson fight the other night, and I was on there on Twitter and just tweeting out left, right, and center. And yeah, I was having a little bit of fun on there. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well at Stef Alternate. Let's see what else you guys are saying. My goodness. Let's see. Jay Boyd says, you know what they say, brush all the small things under the rug, sooner or later it'll be a big mess. And we're waiting for that. I don't think all is well when it comes to Archewell Foundation. It just isn't. The way that it's being operated, the way that things are being laid, it's just... It's like Mickey Mouse is freaking running it. It's a joke. It's ridiculous. It really is. Wendy Marino says, done proper, Steph. Sus for sure. Sketchiest. So there you go. Now, a lot of people actually have this theory. Like Yvonne Burns here says, me thinks their charity is a money laundering operation. And so it's a case of, do you guys think that as well? Because I'm seeing this theory come up time and time again, and it's not going away. How could it be a money laundering operation? How would it work? I mean, let me know in the live chat what you guys think to this particular theory. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. I'm not saying the Archewell Foundation is a money laundering operation. I'm just saying people are questioning whether it is. There's a theory, a conspiracy theory out there that people believe or have reason to believe or are saying that it's this. What do you guys think to that? Let me know. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Jane is like, no, snow, please. The UK can't cope. No, it can't. Even if it's like a little bit of snow, right? Like a not even an inch, right? The UK is at a standstill. It's like everyone freaks out and they can't do anything. Oh my goodness, no. Get a grip. I remember last year, it was that cold. My outside tap at the front of my house burst, and there was water that was just gushing out everywhere. I had to literally turn off my water mains and get the emergency water people out to get it all fixed. But as it was literally coming down, it was literally freezing there and then on the ground. So it was slippery as hell. I had to sort it all out, make sure my neighbours weren't going to get hurt. So I had signs everywhere. I'm like, do not walk here. You will die by ice, basically. But I coped with it. I dealt with it. I called my water provider up, got them out to get it all fixed. I got some of the rock salt out, poured it all over to, take away all the ice and all that. I put up like barriers so people could, walk around the area and just not walk through it, basically. So, yeah, there's a little bit of snow and ice, guys, in the UK. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. You might not be able to get out on your car or whatever, but, walk. Or go to the main road, walk to the main road and get a bus wherever you need to go, or train or whatever, you know what I mean? The UK can cope. It's just, people freak out and it's ridiculous. So There we go. What else you guys are saying? It's like, as I'm looking through your comments here, it's like the other side of the spectrum, which is when it's too warm. It's like so many people in this country are like, oh, it's always cold in the UK. We never get a summer. We never get the sun this, that, and the other. Blah, 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 blah. Well, the little bit of sun that we do get, like, we got to 30 degrees. And it was officially in the UK announced as a heat wave. And the whole infrastructure in the UK just started to fall apart. And a lot of you guys out there live in warmer climates, like, you know, my American alternates and whatnot, and you're there thinking 30 degrees. Bloody hell, that's winter for us. Like, but 30 degrees for us, and it's like all of a sudden everyone's freaking out. Oh, it's too warm, it's too warm, it's too warm. We can't cope, we can't cope. Even though the majority of the year, everyone's like, we want the sun. We miss the sun. But there is one thing that I do say when it comes to weather in the UK. The UK is where summer comes to die. The UK is where the sun comes to die, because we have like a couple of weeks where it's really, really nice and warm and 30 degrees, and I'm all for that, okay? You know, the Italian in me. But yeah, after that, the sun goes, and yeah, we're back to it all being cold again. So yeah, there we go. Went on a little bit of a UK weather rant there. Enjoy! It's on the internet forever. Never mind. It is what it is. Karen Smetanevska says, I pay taxes in the United States. It's foolish to mess with the IRS. It really is. It really is. As, you know, as a YouTuber, okay, and with this being my business, okay, being completely honest, as I'm always am, I do this for a living, right? I do this as a living. Well, I do it because it's fun as well, and I enjoy it, and I believe in what I'm doing, of course, right? But this is my job. This is my full-time job now. To pay for the lights, the heating, the equipment, food, everything, right? And because of that, I've had to register as a business with the tax man. And each and every year, I submit my forms, my self-assessment form, and pay my taxes on time and in full. Has a Megsy and a certain Christopher Boozy might learn a lot from me. Just saying. And if you're thinking, hang on a minute, where does Boozy come into all of this? Wait until a Daily Nerd next week. I'm getting all the pieces together, but oh my goodness. Boozy! Pay your freaking taxes, mate! Why are we here yet again? Why are we here yet again? This is insane. It's insane. Anywho. Moving swiftly on. Yvonne Burns actually has got this right. This is funny. Toxic foodstuffs promoted by a toxic person. How apt, really. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it really is, isn't it? In all honesty, it really, really is. Like, toxic foodstuffs, which is the Clever Blends, promoted by a toxic person, i.e. Megsy. It fits. It fits like a glove. And if you get that reference, extra nerd points to you. If you get that reference, let me know in the live chat right now. I would love to know if anyone got that reference. Extra nerd points to you if you did. Let's see. Scroll down a little bit more. Sheila Escott, it says, a lawyer is not an accountant. No. But, you know, in terms of the form that needs to be filled out, the 990 form, I mean, yeah, a lawyer could fill that out. All they're doing really is literally, you know, what's gone in and what's gone out. I mean, the majority of the form, generally speaking, doesn't change because, you know, the board would still be the same largely. The details of the charity would be the same largely, right? Unless they changed address or changed board members or whatever. Really, the only thing that changes each and every year when it comes to a charity return each and every year is what's going in and what's going out. And the overall balance sheet. It's generally it. And you don't really need an accountant for that. I mean, I do it myself. I did it myself for my for the charity that I was a part of for years, but also for my own business. I literally do a spreadsheet each and every year, each month, what's gone out and what's gone in, and then a master sheet right at the end, which is the overall view of overall what's come in and overall what's gone out, to then calculate my tax liability for that year that I need to pay for. The only thing I use an accountant for is just to submit it. But I've done the majority of the donkey work there. I'm not a lawyer and I'm not an accountant. But I'm good with numbers and I'm good with forms and reporting, which speaks to my previous job when I worked in complaints and compliance and the financial industry. But yeah, Sheila, a lawyer could conceivably submit a charity tax return. So I will defend him on that. The problem I've got is when you've got literally the lawyer in question, Richard Janau, and his biography on Super Lawyers saying that he helps people with entertainment and sports issues, but it don't say charity issues. And when his name is literally on the 990 form as the official mailing address, to me it's like, well, hang on a minute. Why haven't they hired a lawyer that specifically specializes in charity law for America, for that particular state? Again, Richard Janau may specialize in charity law himself. He may know it inside and out. He may know the information, may know enough to be able to do this. But to me, that means nothing when these forms have been late. The one last year was late, yet again. And when earlier on this year, there was that whole snafu with the check situation. I mean, come on. Something's not right with this picture. It just isn't. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Let's see what else you're going to say. So Kimberly Banman says, people are saying if you're on X, I always call it Twitter, you need to get off before the inauguration because Musk is going to get personal info from you. I've heard that Bluesy is a safer place to be. Okay. Anyone that is perpetuating that kind of BS, don't want to know. That's bull. That's bull. That, to me, is just fear-mongering. It really, really is fear-mongering. Guess what? If Elon Musk wants to get your personal information, he does not need Twitter to do that, guys. All right? He is like one of the most powerful people on the freaking planet. If dude wants to get your personal information, he really does not need Twitter to do that. Think about it logically. This is just fear-mongering at this point. It just really, really is. Oh, and a little bit of a side note. So I am going to be launching. Oh, yeah, here we go. I am going to be launching a brand new channel. I'm going to be expanding the Alter Nerd universe, guys. And I'm actually going to dive into politics. You're going to get my commentary on politics. Now, we will not agree on everything, but we can agree to disagree. And we can have well-reasoned and respectful conversations about what's going on out there. Because my problem is this, it's we're too polarized. One side says one thing, another side says another. If you don't agree with this side, then you're the enemy and vice versa. There's no middle ground where people talk to each other to try and learn from each other. Why do I disagree with you? Why do I disagree with you? Do we have anything in common? You will do, right? And so, yeah, in the new year, I will be launching a brand new channel, expanding the Alter Nerd universe. And yeah, we're going to go into the politics. We really, really are. A lot of things have happened this year in the UK alone. And I cannot be silent anymore. I just can't. It's got to the point where more people now need to speak up as to the state of this country and what's going on in the UK and essentially what's going around the rest of the world. We're all at the moment, it seems like going to hell in a handbasket in one way, shape or form. And we need more people to now speak out and try and fight for decency, for common sense, for our national identity, we need to fight, and we need to fight back. And the thing that comes to mind is V for Vendetta. Right at the end, you have the police, right? And they've got all these blockades. And you've got the people, the public, that come up in the V for Vendetta mask, right? And they completely overpower the police and they walk right through them. There's strength in numbers. And even though right now it's scary to speak out, especially in the UK, scary to speak out against the government because you could literally go to jail for like years. As many have done, just for tweeting the wrong tweet, tweeting hurty words that the government don't like. They're trying to silence us. And yeah, when someone tries to silence me, it doesn't really go down very well. So yeah, guys, I will be launching a new channel in the new year. And it will be my politics channel, and I'll be giving you my commentary, my opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. And yeah, fighting back against the Keir Starmer government, because there's a lot of mess going on there. But yeah, also as well discussing, what's going on in America and, all the information manipulation that's happening. A lot of it is scaremongering, it's fear tactics, and a lot of you potentially maybe getting manipulated. And just from an outsider looking in, I just want to discuss it, give you my commentary. We can agree to disagree. That's all right. You won't agree with everything I say. Not a problem. But yeah, I think the time has come for me to ball up and start speaking out. Yeah, so that'll be a new channel that'll be starting in the new year. I'm getting all that stuff. There's so much going on in the background, you have no idea. There's also another channel that I'm setting up called Fitness Nerds. And yeah, Mr. Fox and I will be on that channel, and we will be discussing our love for fitness and what we do. I have a podcast idea of confessions of a personal trainer that's going to be fun. We're going to be discussing superfoods and things that they can do that you guys will not believe. I mean, it's insane, and so much more. So yeah, we have got so much in the works for the alternate universe in the new year. Buckle up, guys, because even more content and different kinds of content as well that I'm also interested in and just really, really into. And for those that are like, oh, politics, you have no place in politics, blah, blah, blah. You talk about royal family, Azza and Megsy all day long. Well, for you guys, I say this. I have a degree in international relations and security studies. Enough said. I might as well start using this degree to a little bit more of my advantage, okay? So, yeah, with that being said, a little bit of a insider update as to what will be coming in the new year for the alternate universe. I've already got the logo sorted out for Fitness Nerds. I'm going to do the same for my second political channel. That'll be coming up as well. So, yeah, it's all getting set up. It's all getting set up, and I'm so excited. So excited. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Guys, just to make you aware, this is the last 5 minutes of today's stream. I've been going now for about, 1 hour and 26 minutes. Doesn't time fly when we're having fun? So if anyone has any last minute super chat stickers, member only chats, wants to join as a leader or jump into today's gifting wars, now is your time to do so. 5 minutes left until the end of this stream. Just to give you a little bit of an update, we are already at 12 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 3 more away from 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to pick up that sword and shield and be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war? This is how you do a gifting war. Guys, we may soon find out, but we are literally just 3 more left away from whopping 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to jump in? Well, we may soon find out. And if you do want to ruin a sugar's day, because we know they're lurking, Hi, sugars. If you want to ruin a sugar's day, then why not send some sugar bucks my way, either through a super chat or a super chat sticker. Your last 5 minutes to do so before I jump off this stream and get something to eat and then go to sleep. Pretty much in that order. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yvonne says it's like this. The charity receives funds from persons unknown but aren't documented on their forms but are hived off to other accounts. Oh, in terms of like, money laundering with a charity? Interesting. Well, this is why I never jumped on the bandwagon of the whole, oh my goodness, the missing 6 million, where is it? I didn't do that because I'm waiting for the 2023 form that is now, to my reckoning, late. It may show up on there. If it doesn't, then we're going in and we're going to investigate and figure out what the hell's going on here, right? But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Stephen Magnus says, Delaware registered LLCs are not obliged to make public their finances, unlike 501c3 charities, which publish the Form 990s. Yes. It's the same as, companies in the UK. Same thing, pretty much. Debbie says, do you have any other content apart from Harry and Meghan stories? Yes, I do. And as I just mentioned a few moments ago, I'm setting up 2 new channels that will be starting in the new year. Fitness Nerds with Mr. Fox. And we're going to be discussing, these, I think I'm going to call it like the secrets of a personal trainer. Or something along those lines. Because he was a personal trainer back in the day, and he's got some stories to sell that are quite interesting, to say the least. So we've got that. We'll also be discussing superfoods and things that superfoods can do for you potentially. And oh my goodness, he tells me every day, carrots can do this and carrots and Brussels sprouts can do that. And I'm like, dude, I didn't know. And so we're going to be doing that. And, other videos as well for fitness nerds. And then my second channel is going to be all about politics and my views and thoughts on it all in terms of what's going on in the UK, in America, and, potentially the rest of the world. So yes, the Alternate universe is expanding, and I'm going to be giving you more content that's not just royal Harry and Meghan news. It's going to be other news that I'm also interested in and have a passion for, just in other areas. You may ask, well, why not just do it all on here on the Stef the Alternate channel? Because of how YouTube works. YouTube works in the way that really you should only have one channel for one niche. If you have a channel and you have like 3 niches on it, then YouTube doesn't know in terms of where to place you in the algorithm. So it can be more difficult for people to find your channel and therefore find your videos and watch you. But if you have just the one channel and the one niche, YouTube knows there and then what your channel is about and then starts to promote you in the algorithm and knows how to push you out so that more people can find you and watch your videos and join the community. Does that make sense? So, yeah, that's why there'll be 2 new channels that will be released beginning of next year. I'm so excited. So happy. So excited to launch it all. The Alternate universe is expanding, guys. Buckle up. We ain't done yet. We're not done yet at all. Let's see. Yeah. Sharon Elsie says, Prob's not kept receipts from the clothing budget. Spaghetti. I know, right? I know. Stephen Magnus says, Steph, that lawyer, is he the same as the one for all the Delaware registered companies? Yes, he is. Literally, right here. This is the article from 2022. From the Daily Mail, a return to show business for Meghan. Sussexes add 2 more entertainment companies to growing empire in tax haven Delaware, including one named Cloverdale after Street of Duchess's childhood home. And when you scroll down, last week, state filings revealed Meghan's longtime lawyer and business manager has incorporated 11 companies and a trust for the couple since April 2020. The companies are all headquartered in the Beverly Hills office of attorney Richard Janau, who has worked with the Duchess for years. So, yeah, he is, Stephen. He is. You're welcome. You see, I can do research too, Stephen. Stephen, are you proud of me? Because, I mean, dude, you do research like nobody's business. What you send myself and other Megxatia channels behind the scenes is absolutely amazing. So, again, thank you so, so much for all the help with that and, you know, being gracious enough to include me into all that mix. But, yeah, do you like my kind of research too? I'm pretty proud of it. That is for damn certain. Ojo says, no one understands how power and information work. You're on YouTube. Your info is everywhere. I know, right? But this is the thing. It's not just you're on YouTube. Your info is everywhere. No. You're on the internet. Your information is everywhere. So again, Elon Musk does not need Twitter to get your personal information. If Elon Musk wants to get your personal information, dude is going to get it, not even having to use Twitter, all right? Let's be real. So Mike Drop Lisa says, so there'll be 3 channels total? Oh, yes. Buckle up, guys. You're going to be subscribing to a couple more channels in the future, if I do say so myself. And yeah. We're going all in. We're going all in, and we're going to expand the alternate universe. Sonia Patterson says, politics? Let's go. I know, right? Debbie says, that polarization sounds just like derangers versus sugars. It's not politics only. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's polarization in any niche that you look at, right? Politics, for one. Polarization. You're either on this team or this team. There's no middle ground, but there is. But people ignore the middle ground because either too stubborn or whatever, right? It's insane. But yeah, hopefully with my new political channel that I'm setting up and launching next year, I can add to this conversation in a more positive and straightforward way. With my charm and my bluntness. All included in the mix, right? I'll just call a spade a spade. Do you know what? Right now, I'll turn around and I'll say that Keir Starmer is an absolute moron that should resign right now. Because what happened in Southport, there is a cover-up going on. Clear and simple, an absolute cover-up going on there. And the truth will out in the end. Nigel Farage only recently has turned around and said that he has been silenced. But there's so much more that we should know as public. But Keir Starmer and his cronies are apparently keeping it away from us. Why? Apparently, if we knew everything that we are supposed to know as the public about what happened in Southport a few months back that kicked off the UK riots this summer, we would be asking for Keir Starmer's head on a stick. Well, to be fair, I'm already calling for it now. He's run this country into the ground. Two-tier Keir is not a hashtag for nothing. It really isn't. His budget is an absolute joke. Farmers quite rightly are up in arms and are fighting against him, and I'm on the side of the farmers right there and then. It's an absolute joke what he's doing. Oh, and he's broken so many of the pledges that he submitted to the public during the election season. All I'm going to say is, what happened to your pledge, Keir, when it came to the student fees for university? Yeah. What an absolute moron. Little bit of a taster of what there is to come when it comes to one of my new channels, my political channel coming up. There we go. Ojo says, make Britain great again. Yeah, make Britain great again. Absolutely. Totally. Janie D says, looking forward to the new channels. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Who else is looking forward to my new channels? Let me know in the live chat. Yeah, Sean Roche, the Labour government has run this country into the ground. Yeah, and people are now literally scared just to tweet out against our government. I mean, right now, there are, what is it? Oh, I've got a brain fart. but it is 11:47, nearly midnight, so please forgive me. There are reporters. Why did I have a brain fart on reporters? Who knows? There are reporters, okay, that are literally being questioned by the police for tweets they made or what they shared for tweets, just for example, a year ago. Yeah. Police resources are being wasted on going after reporters for hurty words. How about all the illegal immigrants that are coming in? Why aren't the forces being redirected to deal with that? Or all the attacks that are going on right now in the various cities? Or how about, just from a personal perspective, I had a mountain bike. It got nicked beginning of last month, a couple of days before my birthday. Brilliant birthday present that was, right? I called the police. They were absolutely useless. They couldn't do much because resources are completely stretched. Come the frick on. The Labour government, yes, has definitely run this country into the ground, and I'm not scared to stay silent anymore. Keir Starmer can go freaking do one. And the more of us that speak out against this tyrannical government, the less Keir Starmer can do about it. If 1 million of us right now spoke out against Keir Starmer and his government, he can't arrest all of us. He can't do anything. There's too many of us at that point. We overpower his tyrannical reign at that point. The sooner Keir Starmer resigns, the better. And the better for him as well. Because if information comes out about this whole Southport incident, and I have to say incident because of YouTube human reviewer, but Google it, it's evil on earth what happened. There is chatter that Keir Starmer and his government are keeping information about Southport under wraps that the public have a right to know. And if we did know, that would be the end of Keir Starmer and his government. I think it's best if Keir Starmer resigns now before it even gets to that point, because guess what? The government's hiding something about what happened at Southport, especially what happened at Southport. I got a funny feeling it will come out in the end. And when it does, if it's as bad as what people are saying it is, Keir Starmer will have wished he resigned before it came out rather than afterwards, because it'll be a shitstorm of epic proportions. And if you thought that the riots over the summer were bad then, oh my goodness. I'm not calling for the riots. I'm not encouraging riots in any way, shape or form. But I can only imagine if this information comes out and it's as bad as what everyone is saying, that potentially it could kick off a riot again, and it'll only intensify and be worse than the riots over the summer this year. And again, I'm not calling for a riot. I'm not encouraging a riot in any way, shape or form. I'm just saying I'm scared that that would happen if this information comes out and Keir Starmer's still in power. He needs to resign now before that information comes out, because guaranteed it will come out. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. There'll be a whistleblower. There'll be something. There'll be something. But mic drop Lisa, let's get to the other channel, Fitness Nerds, that will also be launched next year. We'll get to hear Mr. Fox. Yes, you will. You won't be able to see him because, you know, for privacy reasons, just to protect his identity. But you will get to hear Mr. Fox. Oh, yes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for him to be a part of this world, guys. It's amazing. He is my biggest cheerleader, guys. He really, really is. He always makes sure that, you know, I'm supported. He compliments me all the time when it comes to, you know, this channel and what we've achieved. I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes, when I'm streaming and he's here, he'll come in, with, a glass of water for me and, ask if I need anything else. He takes care of me, guys. He really, 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 really does. And so, yeah, I'm so glad that I'm going to be able to get him more involved into this world with fitness nerds. And it's just the perfect thing to do. Perfect channel for him to be really involved in. And yeah, you'll get to hear Mr. Fox, but not see him again, just to protect his privacy and all that malarkey, guys. But yeah, this is going to be cool. Tracy Lynn George says, all the best to you on your political channel. Just for my own mental health, I avoid discussing it with some people. Yeah. My channel's going to be safe in terms of political, right? I will welcome everyone from, different spectrums of the political environment to come together and we chat. Because this is the thing. Everyone's like, my idea is right. No, my idea is right. My idea, right? But there's no actually coming together to actually have a discussion about it. Right? It's either my idea is right, and if you don't agree with me, you're the enemy. And this other side says the same thing. But how about actually having a conversation and meeting in the middle and being like, why do you think your idea is right? Well, why do I think my idea is right? Okay. Well, hang on a minute. When you start having conversations from the person on the other side, you get to learn more. Learn where they're coming from. Understand them more. Expand your knowledge. Maybe be a bit more tolerable. And when you do that, you see you've actually got more in common than you realise. And that's something that the establishment does not want you to have. They want you guys to be polarised. They want you guys to always be at each other's throat. Because guess what? Apart, not that strong. Together, much more stronger. And that's what the establishment fears the most. There you go. Wendy Marino says, your endeavours are bringing me so much joy, Stef. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Oh, well, it's bringing me so much joy as well. And I'm really, really excited to launch these 2 new channels in the new year. It's going to be so cool. It really, really is. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, MPNG Creative Media coming into today's Gifting Wars, gifting 1 leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leader, courtesy of MPNG Creative Media. I appreciate your face, mate. Thank you so much. That takes us to a whopping 13 new leaders for today's stream. So thank you to everyone that jumped into today's Gifting Wars. I really, really appreciate your face. I'll just look at a couple more comments before we end today's stream. Let's have a gander here. Janie D, I'm in the US, but very interested in UK politics. Okay. So it seems like a few of you are definitely going to be subscribing to my new channels here that will be launched in the future. I'm so excited. Project Metal Music, Starmer's a total cowbag. You ain't getting any arguments from me, mate. You're really, really not. Yvonne Byrne says, Private Eye always referred to him as Sir Queer Starmer. Let me be very clear on this. I don't care about his sexuality. I don't care about his tastes, right? If, right, and this is a big if, okay? If he is bisexual or gay or any other sexuality that he identifies as, don't matter. I don't give a shit. I really, really don't. What I do give a shit about is his actions and his words as to how he's running the country, regardless of his sexual identity. It's as simple as that. Where is the currency of questioning or outing his alleged sexuality? There is none. To me, it's just a cheap shot. It's an ad hominem attack. And it's the lowest form of attack in debate. To me, I would rather attack Keir Starmer on his ideas, on his policies, rather than make fun of him because of his alleged sexuality. Doesn't matter to me. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter who he's screwing, whatever. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah, I remember this as well. because it was the first and last time I actually voted Liberal Democrat. And this was when I was at university. Student fees killed Nick Clegg. He wasn't even that bad a guy, just agreed to some career killers. Yeah, totally. Mic drop Lisa. Yeah, they're coming after you for non-criminal hate speech. It's a joke. It is a joke because Keir Starmer essentially is bastardizing a specific law that wasn't actually created for the intent to be implemented in this manner against everyday people on social media. But he's, to me, bending it to do it, to silence us. Well, again, Keir Starmer, don't think so. Not anymore. Enough's enough. Exactly, Brittany Grace. Keir should never have let Alison Pearson get arrested. Never. Never. And he shouldn't be allowing all the investigations that are happening into other reporters for similar offences. It's an absolute joke. Stephen Magnus, I've seen this one as well. Rachel Reeves lied on a CV. I think her highest bank job was a cashier. Yeah. She said, what was it? Like Rachel Reeves said she was like an economist or something, but then changed it to something else. Like, they're an absolute joke, the Labour government. And just for full transparency, in the elections earlier on this year, I voted for reform. Yeah. I voted for Nigel Farage's political party, Reform UK. Because to me, at the moment, they're the only party that's actually speaking any freaking common sense. And to me, are really in tune with the British people. British with a capital freaking B. And don't even get me on what's happening with Tommy Robinson at the moment. It's an absolute joke. It's a disgrace. Free Tommy Robinson now. Simple as. Sergeant George Harrison, I love this. Talking about Mr. Fox there. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is. Oh my goodness. Yes, he is, guys. He really, really is. And I'm so looking forward to going downstairs in a moment and curling up on the sofa with him to watch some TV and have something to eat before we go to bed. It's going to be so lovely. And we've got our cat here as well. His name's Percy and he's so cute. He's my little baby boy now too. And oh my goodness, whenever we're in bed, Percy will come up and he'll now come onto my side and curl up with me. Like, I'm his mama bear now and I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah. Let's see. Brittany Gray, Steph, you need to get Kevin O'Sullivan on your channel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, right? I'm going to be, when I launch my political channel, I mean, first and foremost, I'm going to be doing videos on my own, building up my content, building up my trust with you guys so you can trust in essentially knowing that I know what I'm talking about, right? And, you know, once I've built that up and I've built that foundation, then yeah, I will be having guests on my channel, just like I now start to have guests on this channel when it comes to Royal Clubhouse every Friday, which, by the way, wait until next week's guest. Might break the internet a little bit if they agree to coming on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun if I'm actually able to pull this off. It's going to be fun. It really, really is. Yvonne Bird says, I nominate Percy for Prime Minister. Do you know what? I would as well. Percy would do a damn better job than Keir Starmer at the moment. That is for certain. With that being said, guys, my goodness, let's leave it there for this week's Daily Nerd live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that tuned in. I really do appreciate your faces. Whether you tuned in live and you stayed with me right to the end to keep me company, or you watched on the replay and you got this far, bloody hell. Thanks for doing that. Then please make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe on your way out. And I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. And just to give you guys a little bit of an overview, we are still going through a little bit of a YouTube purge at the moment. It means that YouTube likes to essentially unsubscribe you from this channel without your permission and without your knowledge. So please make sure you still subscribe to this channel. And for those that are not, please subscribe right now so we can stick 2 fingers up at YouTube and say, not today, Satan. You can also follow me on my socials. I am on Spotify for the Royal Clubhouse podcast. So if you've got a Spotify account, please follow me there. Give it all the love. You can follow me on Instagram at Stef Alternate. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Stef Alternate. I had a lot of fun Friday night, early Saturday morning, watching the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight on Netflix. Tweeted out a few things. Oh my goodness, had so much fun. I'll be having more fun on Twitter, so make sure you're definitely following me there. And yeah, looking at everything here, my goodness, there is 760 of you that have hit that like button as your voting tool to essentially confirm to me that you are not surprised that yet again Hazard and Megxit, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, are delinquent when it comes to Archewell Foundation, that they have missed their deadline, it seems, for the 990 form. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually feel the same way or not, which is, are you shocked that Hazard and Megxit are delinquent yet again when it comes to Archewell Foundation and their 990 form? If your answer is no, you are not shocked, then again, hit that like button. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually agree with it or not. But yeah, oh wow, that just jumped up to 765 of you. So yes, keep hitting that like button if you are not shocked about that. Thank you also as well to everyone that jumped in today's gifting wars. You guys are amazing. We got a whopping 13 new leaders for today's stream. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I hope to see all you new leaders for the November only leader stream, which should be towards the end of this month. It's the only time you guys get to call in and we get to discuss all the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. And thank you so much to everyone that sent a super chat or super chat sticker ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. You guys are freaking amazing with that. So thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. And thank you finally to everyone that's just subscribed whilst we've been live. Thank you so much for, helping with the fight back against the YouTube purge that we're still going through at the moment. But yeah, with that being said, that is the end of this stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow up until Thursday, you'll be getting your 3 Daily Nerds a day. Then join me for the Royal Clubhouse Live, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And I'll be joined by a very, very special guest that, if they say yes, might break the internet a little bit. So that's going to be fun. And then this time next week, your Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition for even more misadventures of the gruesome twosome Hazard and Megxit. That being said, appreciate you all, but I need to get some food and go to bed. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And until the next time, you guys, laters.